Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know this is a weird spot for me to be in, but kitchen's a little busy today, so I thought I'd just take it over here. In this video, we're gonna try our hands at making bread. Now, I'm not much of a baker, mind you, I mostly spend my time cooking, but I saw a no-knead loaf that I just had to try. For those of you who haven't made bread before, usually you have to knead it and then let it rest and then knead it some more and then let it rest some more before you can bake it, but this pretty much circumvents all of that. I am dying to see how this turns out. Let's get on to it. Ingredients you'll need: 1.5 cups of warm water. This is between 105 and 110 degrees Fahrenheit. 1/4 ounce of dry active yeast. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. 3¼ cups of all-purpose flour, and a teaspoon of honey or a similar substitute like agave nectar. Combine your honey with your warm water and add to your yeast. Let that sit for 5 minutes before you mix it all together. Put your flour into a large mixing bowl, preferably one you have a cover for, and make a well in the center. Pour your yeast mixture into the center and start mixing it together. The bigger your spoon is, the better time you'll have with this. For obvious reasons, don't use a slotted one. After you get a few turns of your spoon in, go ahead and add your salt. Make sure it's relatively evenly distributed, as it's one of the major flavors of your loaf. The combining process does take some time and it will get hard to mix. I ended up using my hands for the last part because my spoon was not sufficient. Don't be afraid to crack eggs to make your omelet. Though admittedly, if you're using eggs right now, you should probably go to the right video. When it's all combined, sprinkle some flour on top of and cover your dough. Put it in a warm, enclosed area to prove for 2 hours. When you allow your dough to prove, you let it increase significantly in size. Most doughs will increase by double their original size when left to prove long enough. You can overprove bread, however, so don't leave it all day. When you have about 15 minutes left of your 2 hours, get your dough ready and turn your oven to 420 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't have exact measures like me, just get it as humanly close as possible. Flour a piece of parchment paper or a non-stick surface on a cookie sheet and divide your dough into 3 little loaves. You can smooth them out with slightly wet hands, but try not to spend too much time on it. When your oven hits 420 degrees or the closest thing to, put your loaves in and set a timer to pull them out in 25 minutes. Depending on your temperature consistency, you may need an additional 5 minutes. When you take them out, hold one in your oven mitt and use your knuckles to knock against the underside of the loaf. If it makes a hollow sound, you're all done and just need to let them cool a bit before you eat them. This is the sound you should be listening for. This is what you are looking for. Note that the bread will be fairly dense, as it has only proved once and for a short while at that. Since you haven't kneaded it and built up any gluten, this also negatively affects the rise, but happily not its taste. Enjoy your fresh bread and let me know what you think. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below on your thoughts, whether or not you're gonna make this bread or if you've already made it, how you think it went. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified every time I post, and I'll see you guys in my next video.